Hey folks, you're watching me on the Terence Lewis Channel, your one-stop shop for dance, fitness and lifestyle. Today I'm going to tell you a story, my story. The name Terence Lewis today is very synonymous with dance, and I'm very fortunate for that. But ironically, you'd be surprised to know that I never received any proper formal training properly till recently. I was the 8th child of my parents. We were a very simple middle-class family living in a small, chawl. I remember when I was 6, I accidentally happened to take part in a dance competition and I actually won, accidentally again. From then on, the stage became my second home. I guess somewhere it made up for all the love and attention I didn't get back at home. Dance came to me as my support system. Back in those days, I used to give dance tuitions to people individually, house to house, in their small garages or in their backyards. Not that I had received any kind of formal training or I knew much about dance, but somehow whatever came instinctively to me, I happened to practice it with my kids and they seemed to love it. After I finished my graduation, I was in the crossroads of my life where I had to really choose, because back in those days dance was not considered a career whether it's for men or women. I took that step and I took that risk. I started this academy of my own way back then and it flopped miserably. I never doubted about dance and my love for dance, but I really doubted the ways and the methods I was using to kind of get somewhere. My ego also got a beating and I was wondering how I would get out of this, and then I said, okay, let me just dabble with something else. The fitness industry was really booming then, and I joined the fitness bandwagon, and to my surprise I did pretty well. And I also happened to dabble in modeling. That's where I got introduced to fashion, to style, to being groomed in a certain way, to present yourself. Modeling was great, but it was not something I wanted to do. It was not my passion. It gave me a lot of money, but it really didn't capture my soul, and I felt a little empty inside. But fortunately at that time, Ranveer Khan, who was Aamir's ex-wife, she approached me for the film for Lagaan to choreograph a small sequence. From then on I did 10 more films, but I still again realized that my soul wasn't there in films, and that was my first step towards a certain kind of a stardom, as you might say. It was only in 2003 where I happened to meet an amazing lady who had come down from Germany, and she was a contemporary dancer, a legend at her time. She happened to see me dancing and see my work and my choreography, and she really loved it, and she said, you have a potential and you must train further. I had no clue that there's something called training then. I got a scholarship through her and I went to Austria, and it changed my life. And much later, in 2009, where I was approached to be a judge on a dance show, Dance India Dance, I took a chance. And I remember the creative directors of the show said, this ain't gonna work. I remember the song was Tadup Tadup. It completely blew everybody's mind. Today, you know who I am because of that show, and all I would say is the rest is history. So folks, that was my story, and if you like my story, just click on that little button out there which says like, subscribe or share. And of course, if you have some comments, you're most welcome to post them to me. Thank you very much for listening. See you soon.